Hi, my name is David Kellogg and I'm here with Roy Simpson, President of Cybertrucker. We're here at one of the busiest truck stops in Ontario, California to introduce you to the Extreme Core Trainer by DynaMax. Technology is so advanced that NASA has sent it into space for the astronauts to exercise with. The Extreme Core Trainer is a gyro. It weighs about 3 pounds, but capable of putting out over 200 pounds of dynamic resistance. So, for a complete workout in the palm of your hands, and that six-pack that you've always wanted, get the Extreme Core Trainer by DynaMax. We're going to start out in the center position. Our first exercise will be a left crossover. At this point, you take your left arm, put it in the L position, place the DynaMax in the palm of your hand, and you're going to make circular motions, keeping it stationary, and you're going to make circular motions to you or counterclockwise with your right arm. Now this is going to concentrate on your biceps. Now the faster you key it up, the more energy it's going to take for your biceps. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to work on the triceps, and we're going to reverse the motion into a counterclockwise motion. Now this concentrates on the tricep. We'll hold this count for 10. At that point, we'll want to sit and we'll do an oblique. Basically just reaching behind you, kind of like a Charles Atlas position. Holding it for 10, and then we bring it back down. Always ending up back in the center position. Now we're going to do a right crossover. The right crossover, put your right hand and arm in the L position. Place the DynaMax in the palm of your hand, keeping it stationary. Pulling clockwise to you will be for biceps. Hold for 10. Pushing away from you for triceps for 10. And then we're going to work on our obliques by pulling back. We'll bring that extension back down to the center point. Now at this point, we're going to go sit there and do forward presses. Basically, what you're going to be doing is keeping it moving at all times. Move out to a forward press and bring it back. What you're doing is you're concentrating mostly on your pectorials now and your back muscles along with it. Coming back down, back to it, we're going to go into the overhand position. In the overhand position, we're also going to do forward presses. Bring it back to center. From the center position, we're going to walk it to the top and do a ladder. Walking it to the top. Now you're doing your lats, abdominals, chest, shoulders, biceps, triceps. All the muscles are engaged. Going down into a forward down press. Hold it for 10. Bring it back up to center. Walk it right on up to the top. Bring it back down to center. Now at this side, we're going to do a left extension. Hold, bring it back down. Now we're going to take it up and do a right extension. Bring it back down to center. We go to the underhand position. Switching hands from top to bottom, and we're going to start just doing curls. Bringing it to you, pushing it back away from you. At all the time, keeping a rotating motion. Bring it back to you, push it away from you. If you notice, I'm always keeping the rotor moving in a round circular motion. At this time, we can also do overheads. Bring it overhead extension, bring it back down. Go back up for another overhead extension, and bring it back down. We're going to start out with the advanced position. Always start out in the center, get your DynaMax speeded up, and we're going to do a left modified crossover. And what that consists of is, we're going to drop our left hand down, keeping it stable, and bring our left leg up at the same time. Now, what this does is create a dynamic balance throughout the whole body and engages the core completely. Now, if you notice, my thigh is parallel to the floor and my leg is straight down. So, as in the crossovers, pulling to you to your left will be for biceps. Hold for 10. and pushing away from you will be for triceps. From this point, what we want to do is we want to walk it to the back. Now this will really stretch out the obliques, really target hard on the obliques. Hold it for 10, then bring it back down. Go to the center position, switch legs, drop the right hand, keep it stable in the L position. Pulling to you will be for biceps. Pushing away from you will be for triceps. And always finish up with that extended oblique position. This really concentrates on the core. Work it back down to the center position. That's one. Okay, now from this position we're going to do a squatting ladder. This will engage the lower body, what we're looking at now. Basically you go into a squat position. From the squat position you'll go straight up, overhead, hold for 10, bring it back down. Go to the floor, bring it back up, overhead, bring it back down, bring it back up, bring it back down, and start off in your center position again. Now, the more intense that you spin this up, the harder the exercise is going to be. What you always want to remember too is keep yourself hydrated while you're doing this, because you're expending a lot of energy and you'll be sweating a lot more than you think you're going to be. So from this position we're going to go do some more advanced techniques. For this next exercise we're going to start off in the center position, underhand position. This is going to be for tricep extensions. What we're going to do is we're going to walk it above our head, keeping our elbows straight up, and bring it down behind our head. Then we're going to walk it back up, and then we're going to bring it back down. Now this really concentrates on the triceps, but at the same time it's concentrating on the biceps and all of the other muscles in your core. Do that for about 10 times. Bring it up to the top, come back down to the center position, and you'll be ready for your next exercise. Okay, for this next exercise, there's several levels. There's beginner, intermediate, and advanced. I'm going to start you off in the intermediate. Basically, we're going to be sitting here, and we're going to do our crossovers as we would normally do standing up. Where we drop our left hand down to our side, we pull for biceps, and we push for triceps. Go ahead and do your oblique extensions. Bring it back down, do a forward press, bring it back in, drop your right arm down into L position, pull to you for biceps, push away from you for triceps, and do your oblique extensions. Well, now we're going to take it to the next level. Let's speed it up, and what we're going to do is we're going to lean back a little bit. This is the intermediate. Basically what you're doing is you're putting a lot of stress on your lower abdomen, mid, and upper. We're going to do our left crossovers, pulling them to you for your biceps, pushing away from you for triceps, hit the obliques, bring it back down to center, drop your right arm down, pull to you for biceps, push away from you for triceps, and now let's walk back up to the obliques again. We're going to bring it back down to the center position. Now we're going to go into the advanced stage. At this point, your feet will be off the floor in a pointed position, pointing towards the floor to the front of the truck. Your body will be in a V-like position. At this point, what we do is we are going to do our left crossovers. Pulling to us for biceps, pushing away for triceps, and as always, we hit those obliques. Keeping those legs up, don't let them drop. Bringing it back down to the center position. From the center position, we're going to do a press. Bring the press back in. Now we're going to do a right crossover. Drop the right arm down, keeping it stable. Pull to you for biceps. Push away from you for triceps. Walk it backwards on that obliques. Get those obliques and do not let those feet fall. You want to keep them up there. That's going to really work that lower abs. Bring it back down to the center position. Let's do a forward press. Then we're going to bring it back in. And now we're going to really intensify it by doing an overhead press. You want to get that overhead press there and hold it. Hold it as long as you can until those obliques start to give out. Come on back down. Center press. You can rest. That's one. Okay, for our next exercise, which is also an advanced exercise, it's bicycles. It's a V-up with a bicycle. If you put your feet out in front of you, start doing your bicycles. Now we're going to do the crossover. Do a left crossover by keeping your left arm in the and pulling with your right arm to you for biceps. Pushing away for triceps. And now we're going to hit those obliques again. Bring it back down to center. Forward press. Bring it back down. Overhead press. Bring it back down. Right crossover. Pull to you for biceps. Push for triceps. Push it back for the obliques. And bring it back down to center. And that's one. For our next exercise, this is all about forearms and wrist strength. You're basically going to hold it like you would a baseball bat. And you're going to start rolling around as fast as you can get it going. Now the more energy you put out there, the harder it's going to be able to hold on to, giving you an incredible wrist strength and forearms. At that point, grab it with the other hand and reverse it. Go as hard and as fast as you can, then reverse it. Whatever you hold on to after this, you'll never let go. Back to center. And that's one. Well, you just completed a workout with the DynaMax Extreme Core Trainer. Some beginner, some intermediate, some advanced. Now remember, the more that you work out with the DynaMax, the more exercises you will think about. The DynaMax is not just limited to the cab of your truck. It's a complete gym in the palm of your hands.